So I'd like to begin with Donald Trump's tweet from June of 22nd, 2020. That's about 5 months ago. He had already foreseen what was coming, saying, "Rigged 2020 election. Millions of mail-in ballots will be printed by foreign countries and others. It will be the scandal of our times." Remember, look at here, 7:16 in the morning, June 22nd. He warned everybody through Twitter that this election is going to be rigged. And this journalist slash investigative detective, so to speak, Timothy Homseth, he covers a lot of the corruption stuff. And he said, "Red alert, deep state and mainstream media planning a coup." Coup means to overthrow the government. And he wrote this article July 30th, 2020. And if you go down here, he's saying that the deep state is planning a coup to overthrow the United States government using the mainstream media, which is, CBS, NBC, ABC, Fox News, CNN, MSNBC. All those outlets are going to be in on it to announce in favor of President-elect Biden at the moment. So the intel report is that there's a plan in place by the deep state operatives to take the presidential election on November 3rd, 2020 by using the mainstream media to announce Joe Biden won the election. And that's exactly what happened. On November 7th, they announced that Joe Biden won the election, even though it's just a projection. The people who certify the winner are state legislators for each state. Okay, they're not. The media doesn't have the power to do that. So the coup using the media is being implemented because there's no possible chance for Joe Biden to defeat President Trump at the ballot box, which is true because most people didn't show up to his rallies. So this guy, Timothy, made 4 statements. The mainstream media is going to falsely report Joe Biden is beating President Trump in the polls during the week leading up to the election. So basically, like in September and October, even in August, they were saying that Joe Biden has the lead in the polls, like 46% to 38% Trump, and that they wanted to dictate the false reality that Biden was winning at the time. And so, number 2, the mainstream media is going to announce Joe Biden won the election, which was November 7th, and everybody believes he's going to be the president at the moment. But, there's going to be a huge surprise coming. Okay, so Joe Biden and deep state Democrats are going to attempt to take over the White House, but President Trump will not relinquish it. Correct, because President Trump is still president until January 20 or whatever it is, whenever the inauguration day is. So he's still the president, but perhaps Joe Biden might try to take over President Trump's presidency a lot sooner or something. But at this point, President Trump is saying, "Hey, we're going to see you in the courts. We're going to provide our evidence." Okay. And I have a few of the evidence that I've seen already. A lot of people are sharing it around social media, but the mainstream media is not reporting any of the evidence. Okay. And so the number 4 is something that hasn't happened yet. The deep state Democrats will then enter the chambers of the U.S. Congress and set up the illegitimate U.S. government from that location with support from the mainstream media. So they're going to try and force their own way in and pretend that he is the president. Okay, so this is what he's saying. Okay, this is what this guy's saying. So videos like this, there's actually 2 of them. This one is for President Trump and Biden. There's a video that's showing on here the vote count, and when you watch it, it's going to change. You see the 1,000,000.2. Here it is, Pennsylvania. Look at Pennsylvania, 1.690589 for Trump, okay? And as the CNN analyst is talking about all these states, Pennsylvania is going to come up again, and you'll see the vote count for Trump go down, okay? So that's Arizona. Watch for it. Watch for it. Remember, it was 1.69 million, okay? This is Michigan. Once Pennsylvania comes out, it's not going to be 1.69 million. See? 1.67 million. See that? I'm going to pause it and go right back. Yeah, so that you can see there. How did Trump lose close to 20,000 votes in a matter of what, like 20, 30 seconds, right? So this glitch, there are people saying that there's a glitch in the software. It's not a glitch. It's actually been programmed to do that, so that Trump would lose a certain amount and Biden would gain a certain amount. So I wanted to do the math on this to be precise in how much of the votes that were taken away. And then here it is. It was 1.690589, right? So actually, 1.690,589. Then it went to 1.670,631, which is a difference of 19,958 votes. That's how much he lost in a matter of 20, 30 seconds. Now, how much did Biden gain, right? Let's see how much Biden gained. Okay, so we'll go back all the way in the beginning, right? So here it is. You see that? Let me see if you can see it a little better. 1.252537. 1.2,052,537 is Biden's count, right? So let's go back to this area here and wait for Pennsylvania to come out. It was 1.2, 1.25. I think Arizona. Oh, yeah, there you go. Now it's 1.27. So I want to show you the results for Biden, which everybody's votes are supposed to go up. This should never go down, right? So he had 1.25 million. Now it's 1.27 million. And he got exactly the same amount of votes added to his tally at 19,958. But 19,958 of them were subtracted by Trump, President Trump's count for Pennsylvania. And this is a very, very key state that they're debating now, whether Biden won or Trump won, right? And right now, the media is saying that Biden won this state, okay? And this is going to the courts. And if you do a little bit of digging, you have to think about who owns the software to tabulate all that data for, these news organizations, right? And the software is called Dominion right here, Dominion Ballot Counting Systems. And Maria Bartiromo, a very well-known Fox News anchor, had a talk with this is Sidney Powell, right? And basically they're saying that the software is indirectly connected to Nancy Pelosi's chief of staff is the CEO of Dominion Ballot Counting, and Feinstein's husband is a major shareholder at Dominion Ballot Counting System. So these are Democrats in cahoots with this software company, right? Indirectly, of course, but it's not exactly directly Nancy Pelosi and Dianne Feinstein, but their people are behind this software. And if you look up the word Dominion, it's all about controlling, sovereignty, right? Controlling people. So they use this software in a bunch of different states in America. And I believe now people are saying that they use the software for 28 states. So they've been programming the software to give votes for Biden and subtract votes for Trump. So with all the adjustments coming, Pennsylvania is now neutral, according to Real Clear Politics. And then Arizona is also changing to, well, I don't think this was ever blue, but Fox News called it blue and some of the other news stations were calling it blue. But now it's neutral gray. It's not blue or red, right? So nobody's the winner at this point, according to Real Clear Politics. And we'll see if the other mainstream news media will follow suit and say that this is not blue. This is not blue. We don't have a winner. They may have to backtrack. And if they do, the people who are celebrating right now in the streets thinking that President Trump lost and Biden won, they're going to be really mad like ever before. Like we will see tremendous uproar because They won and they're still, they won and they're still taking out their anger on President Trump dummies, right? Like these things that they have here. There's another one where people are just absolutely mad even after they won. Look at what they're doing to this Donald Trump, I don't know what you call it, but it has Donald Trump's on there, and everybody's celebrating by destroying this bouncing thing here, this air bubble thingy. People all want to punch it, right? There's something seriously wrong. Call it mob mentality. I don't know why you would do this, but when President Trump won 2016, Trump supporters didn't trash Hillary Clinton dolls or anything like that. These people are just vile, filled with a lot of hatred. It's what you call classic Trump derangement syndrome. And if the election turns against Biden, watch out, right? These people are going to go absolutely livid. So this is my biggest concern at the moment, what people are going to do if and when President Trump wins this election through the courts, okay?